Hi, everyone. Welcome to Dividends, the show for and about your College of Business. We're going to have a virtual tour today of the new and improved Idea Shop on Main Street in Starkville. And our tour guide for the day, Landon Casey. Landon, good to have you with us.
It's good to be back here. Thanks for having me on.
Like a lot of places, people and organizations, COVID took its toll on the Idea Shop, and we sort of lost all our traffic and had to shut her down for a little bit. And while that was bad, it gave us a chance to sort of reimagine what the Idea Shop could be. And I know you were an instrumental part of those discussions. So what was that process like? I mean, how did you get from where it was to where it is today?
Well, so, as you said, with being able to shut down for COVID, we were able to make some of the changes that we had seen over the past year. We got a lot of data over the last year on what was working, what wasn't working. And so we really sat down and said, okay, sort of did a start, stop, continue. What should we stop doing? What do we need to start doing? And what can we continue doing that we've been doing well? And one of the main things that we wanted to do was make the space feel a lot more open. And that was the main, I guess, center point behind a lot of the changes that we made here over the past couple months.
And I came down and did a walkthrough, and it seems to be a little more kid-centric now. Is that right?
A little bit more. We wanted it to be a lot more fun and inspiring for kids who, and mainly everybody who, has never seen a lot of the stuff that we have in there. 3D printers, the tools that we have, the CNC machines, the laser engraver. We just wanted to make it a really fun and interactive space.
Well, and it's really it has two pieces. It's got a front of the house and it's got a back of the house, and I think we have some pictures. So let's just take a little virtual tour of the front of the house. And this looks like a nighttime on Main Street in Stark Vegas. What are we looking at?
That's correct. So we've actually got a front area for kids so if parents want to bring their kids and they want to make some stuff in the back, their kids can come, they can draw on the chalkboard and play with some of the toys that we've got up front, and just have a good time. And we've also got in the front, we've got our retail space. We've kind of reimagined some of the retail that we're doing. What we wanted to do was kind of make it interactive and make innovative retail in a downtown space to where people can come and get have access to one-of-a-kind products that they don't normally have access to downtown.
For instance, what are some examples of that?
So one of the main things that we've done is we've added a lot of STEM toys in there, so science, technology, engineering, math, those type of learning toys up there, as well as some pretty cool. We have something called a Stirling engine, which uses heat to transfer that into mechanical motion. So just some really cool things that you wouldn't be able to find anywhere else on Main Street, that to our knowledge.
So individuals can walk in, or are we looking at school groups coming in? How do you visualize
really
that?
Anybody can come in. We wanted to make a space where anybody with an idea or anybody who wanted to learn a little bit more about technology or some of the tools that we have there, like 3D printers, they can come in and they can, with an idea, and they can ask us, hey, I don't know anything about 3D printing. I have this idea. Can you help me out? And that's really what we want to do, is give people, the main goal is to give people access to tools and access to the space to where if they have an idea, they can just make it happen.
Yeah, and I know some folks who don't feel like they're very tech savvy would have some reservations about that, but you're telling me you could literally have a kid 9-10 years old walk in the door and you're going to put him in front of a computer and let him design something and then print that out on a 3D printer. You're telling me that process would actually, that's how it would look?
Absolutely. You can come in with little to even no knowledge. And we have people there, and we really want to focus on being able to teach people those tools, because some of these tools have become a lot more available over the past couple of years. 3D printers have gotten cheaper, and I think the access to them has only increased over the past couple of years. So we want to help prepare people for when they get even cheaper and they get even more access. So.
Okay, and
Absolutely.
then you also have a scenario where you've got a family downtown or some guest in for a ball game or something, just sort of mooching around downtown, could walk in and pick an item that's already on display and just have that printed. Something that maybe said
Exactly.
Stark
Yeah.
Vegas or
So
something like that. Is that right?
right. So we've got the, as you saw in the pictures there, we've got a little tablet there to where you can actually go through and select a model if you want it printed, and select the color of filament you want it, the color plastic that you want it to be printed in, how big you want it, how small you want it, and customize it, and then we'll just print it for you and get it going. So you can walk in and probably within five minutes see something printing on a 3D printer and learn a little bit about it in the process. So.
Pretty unique. Pretty unique. Well, that's a good stopping point. Let's take a break and we'll come back and then take a tour of the back of the house. We'll be back in just a moment.
So you have an idea. It's exciting. It's original. It's genius. And you think it could be the next big thing. But how do you turn this idea into reality? At the Entrepreneurship Center, we will guide you through every step of the entrepreneurial process and help along the way, from developing and enhancing your idea to building your product and bringing it to market. Our programs will help refine your idea and connect you with other creative individuals. You can collaborate with students and discover their brilliant ideas, learn from expert faculty and accomplished business leaders, and even receive money to expand your venture and start your own company. Whether your idea is a revolutionary product, app, or service, we can help. The Entrepreneurship Center at Mississippi State University. From invention to innovation, it starts here.
There are a number of student activities that students can get involved with, but few of them know that they can start a company while they're in school. We want students to consider that when they come to school here, they have 4 years to create themselves a job, create a new venture, and that's really what the center is here to provide. We're here to provide the resources, connections, and programs that can help them start a company. The background of our students is extremely diverse. All across campus, students are getting involved, forming these companies, and people, all sorts of different backgrounds coming together to create these startups that are just doing amazing things. Regardless of where you're at in the entire startup process, whether you're coming in with a fresh idea, already have an established company, or just are trying to get interested in entrepreneurship, we want to put students in a position where they feel encouraged and supported to pursue their passions so they can make an impact no matter what field or industry they go into.
Welcome back, everyone. We continue our tour of the newly imagined Idea Shop on Main Street in Starkville. Our tour guide, Landon Casey, is going to take us to the back of the house now. Landon, we've got some pictures, so just sort of talk us through, this is where the sort of heavy machinery is it not?
Right, so this is where we have most of our tools in the back. So this is the wood shop area. We've got just about any kind of wood shop tool that you need. We have a, as you can see in the front and center there, we've got a planer. In the back, we've got a table saw, we've got sanders, drill presses. And this picture here, this is actually before the wood shop. This is sort of a hangout space where we're going to be doing most of our classes and workshops to actually teach people how to use some of these tools as well. So as you can tell, we really wanted to make an open space, a space that we wanted to change the atmosphere of the space to make it a place where people would want to hang out and talk about ideas and make them happen at the same time.
So what do you envision now? This is kind of, you've maintained that sort of gym membership business model, right?
Oh, of course, right, correct.
All right, well, walk us through the membership process.
Right, so you can come in and we actually have 3 different tiers of memberships. We have a basic, a pro, and an all access. Each membership access level gets you deeper into the shop. So a basic membership will just get you into the front there where we're going to be holding classes to where if you want to just hang out, do some homework, work on a project, you can do that. Our pro membership will actually get you into the back of the house, the wood shop. And the all access will actually get you into what we're calling our design suites. So we actually have fully decked out CAD modeling computers to where you can come in and learn 3D CAD modeling, as well as reserved 3D printers. So if you want to make a product or something like that, that's the kind of membership for you, for our really dedicated makers who want to have those tools specifically for them.
And you're going to try to do events throughout the year or workshops throughout the year to get groups in to work on various projects. I know you're wanting to do a lot with kids, correct?
That's correct. So what we're trying to do, at least weekly for now, we're trying to do a class every Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesdays are going to be Tech Tuesdays, so we're going to be teaching things about the tech in the space, so 3D printers, the CNC machine, the laser engraver, whereas Thursdays are going to be more woodshop classes. We're going to be teaching people how to do, like, for instance, this Thursday of recording here, we're going to be teaching how to do pen turning, so how to make your own pen on a lathe. And then we'll talk more about things like finishes and the types of wood that you can use. One of the classes that we've actually got coming up, one of the events, I've got it show and tell here. If you, we actually will be doing a guitar class here very soon, and an event where kids are going to be able to come in. We've got these guitar kits in, and they're going to be able to come in and design their own guitar, and we'll walk them through the process from the very beginning to building it out and getting it designed how they want it.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because I'm really excited about getting involved in that project. And there's actually a couple steps to this. You're going to bring the kids in, and they're going to have to do sort of the soldering and the wiring, but also finishing the guitar. And we hope to customize those guitars. There's a little place at the headstock of the guitar that has something called a truss rod cover, and hope to engrave. So that slot on the bottom in the middle has a plastic cover over it, and we hope to engrave each kid's name in it, so they will literally have a custom guitar to use. And then once we have the guitars made, we're going to have a public concert, hopefully right downtown, outdoors, keeping a safe space, and bring in some of us grizzled old musicians and back up these kids and have a big jam session. And really, to me, that encompasses what the idea shop should be in a holistic sense, right? It's not just about bringing someone in and making a widget. There's a community piece to this that involves, education and just being a part of the community. That's important as well, right?
Oh, absolutely. That's exactly what we want to do, and we want it to be an open space. We want to be able to give people of Starkville, people of the Golden Triangle, people of Mississippi, the tools to come in and really make whatever they want, Well,
Landon, thanks for being a part of that. And folks, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Dividends.